Word, man. No, so I just, we talk about a lot of Black dysfunction and, those sorts of things, man. I would like to, take it upon ourselves as a, community of daily walkers and Black people predominantly to highlight Black brilliance and Black excellence, not just past, but also present. And there was a brother who I believe at 34 became the youngest head of any country in the world, by the name of Ibrahim Traoré. And he's the president of Burkina Faso, which is a landlocked African nation that was colonized by France and was under French control up until recently. This brother is a complete revolutionary and has done some amazing things there. He went from I believe $2 billion or billion, one of the two dollar national debt. I believe it was billion, to now having a surplus, and kicking France out of the country and being self-sustaining and self-sufficient, doing everything from making automobiles to being a leader in agriculture and these different things, man. Like, he's really setting the stage for a global model of just Black excellence and African self-sufficiency. He has opened the borders to the diaspora, saying that all you need to do for citizenship as an African person, as somebody that is in the diaspora, not in Africa, all you need to do is come there. This is obviously garnered national attention. There are a lot of eyes on him. He's survived over 20 assassination attempts, I believe 9 of which were this year.
Where's this at again?
Burkina Faso. So it's in Africa. It's a landlocked nation.
Right above north of Ghana. North of Ghana. I don't even know what. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. See, I never even heard of this country before. So
yeah. Yeah, and they're not covering that either. You have to be really intentional because they make sure to cover buffoons like Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying, like everywhere, exactly. Whatever.
Yeah.
And when something like this is happening, they make sure to not, to not say anything. So we have to be intentional in that regard. Thomas Sankara was their prime minister in the late 60s, early 70s, and he was assassinated. And he's a student of Sankara. He's a student of Marcus Garvey. He's a complete Pan-Africanist and visionary. He's absolutely brilliant brother. And Burkina Faso has become a global model for just African self-sufficiency and African diasporic self-sufficiency around the globe, man. Like, it's incredible. Like, they've literally kicked the Western world out. They refused Western help. But my guy Putin, man, he has been a staunch ally of them, and he's come in to offer protection. He's coming to offer protection and personal security. Trump is he's on Trump's radar. France has tried to assassinate him several times, and the brother's absolutely killing it. So yeah, you have the video killed up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it.
Wow, good.
Yeah. Since ascending to power, Traoré has taken a bold and unapologetic stance against French influence, decisively removing French presence from Burkina Faso. This audacious move left French President Emmanuel Macron asserting that nations like Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, those rejecting France, would struggle to survive without French support. What Macron failed to comprehend is that Ibrahim Traoré embodies the resilient and independent spirit of Thomas Sankara. Traoré clearly understands a fundamental truth. He who feeds you controls you. Traoré, despite grappling with pressing security challenges in Burkina Faso, has displayed extraordinary vision and strategic genius in fostering agricultural independence. Recognizing the critical role of food security in national sovereignty, he prioritized agriculture as the cornerstone of Burkina Faso's development. In a groundbreaking initiative just months ago, President Traoré distributed vital resources to empower the agricultural sector, including 400 tractors to mechanize farming operations. The impact of Traoré's policies has been nothing short of revolutionary. In a matter of months, Burkina Faso has produced over 6 million tons of cereals, a milestone that has sent shockwaves across Africa. while corrupt leaders elsewhere perpetuate dependency and stagnation, Traoré has demonstrated that self-reliance and visionary leadership can yield tangible, transformative results. To better understand this, please allow me to play this video from Burkina Faso Minister of Agriculture for a deeper understanding.
We have an increase of nearly 900,000 tons of cereals in terms of the cereal balance. The 2023 campaign had a result of 5,147,000 tons of cereals produced in our territory. This year, during the current wet agricultural campaign, we have a production of around 6,077,000 tons of cereals. This is really important and represents an increase of nearly 18.07% compared to the campaign between them and 21.4% compared to the average of the campaigns of the last 5 years. In relation to crops that are quite important for our country, in particular rice and corn, which are high consumption products, it should be noted that we have had a substantial increase in results at this level compared to previous years. For rice, we have an increase of nearly 33% compared to the quantity of.
You want us to stop, Izzy?
Yeah. You can stop it, because that's the tip of the iceberg of what that brother's doing there. That video was from a year ago, and since they've developed their own electric cars, like they are developing their own highway infrastructure and road infrastructure. They're really building things from scratch there, and they're doing it at just a crazy level of efficiency. He's also offered free housing for residents. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's dope, man.
That is
dope. Amazing.
It's absolutely, it's incredible, man. And like I said, the Western world is doing their best to silence him and to take him out. Over 20 assassination attempts, 9 assassination attempts this year, man. So pay attention to that brother. Pray for that brother, man. Ibrahim Traoré Burkina Faso, man. Like check it out and follow what he's doing, because like I said, it's a model for what we need to be doing around the globe.
Definitely. I'll definitely check them out. I'm all for leaders that recognize that their greatest purpose is to elevate the country and the people. So I'm definitely gonna. And like I said, man, I never even heard of this country, so you definitely just enlightened me.
Word up.
Yeah, you going?
Honestly, it's extremely hot right now, man. Like this all the. I don't. It's extremely hot right now. You got Trump in office, you know what I'm saying? Like you got just a lot of things that Trump put Burkina Faso on the do not fly list, and do not, you know what I'm saying, as well as several other African countries. So it's a situation now that if you go there to stay there.
Right. I'll be coming back.
Yeah, and there's so much instability due to the publicity of everything that brother's doing. I as somebody that is not indigenous to there is gonna see how that plays out, because what I don't want to do is get caught up in some sort of African, you know what I'm saying, African war and shit between, you know what I mean? Like at this point in my life, if this was 10 years ago and I was a little bit more radical, like, yeah, bro, let's fucking do it. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like I got sore knees and shit, you know what I mean? I'm
don't let your knees stop you, bro. You've been trying to go to this motherfucker for a minute. Like, go, nigga. Like, go. Check it out, man. But you're saying that they're saying that Trump got it on a do not fly to list. So so can you go to Ghana and just, I guess, sneak through to that place?
There are ways you can get there. You can travel Africa with an American passport. It's funny because you can't go to different African countries. Like if you have a passport for Ghana, you also need to get a passport to be able to go to, you need to be able to get like permission to go to like Rwanda, right? It's the same thing as us going to a different country. With an American passport, you can travel throughout Africa without having to essentially like check in or have a bunch of different passports. So you can do that technically, but your American passport would have Burkina Faso on it, so you would have trouble getting back into the country with that stamp.
That's
wow.
Right. Yeah. It's like, where are you coming from?
Yeah, you're gonna be on every terrorist watch list there is trying to go in and out of Burkina Faso right now.
You'll end up in El Salvador.
Dead ass.
Live ass.
Live ass.